If you want to get the same results using just one indicator, all you need to do is watch this video carefully and repeat all the entry points. I'll break down how this indicator works, how to use it on the regular market, and also on OTC. And let's try to make $15,000 from $11,000, meaning we'll make a $4,000 profit in this video. Let's go! Andre, first of all, we need to find a good upward or downward movement. Since this is a trend indicator, we'll be working with it according to the trend. So, for example, here we have a good upward movement. I see that we can open a trade from here. Next, I'll show you all the situations you should skip, where we don't trade. I'll show you the platform settings and the settings for this indicator. And accordingly, you'll be able to close more than 90% of your trades and profit with it. Let's take a look at this trade, at this example, but I'll explain it to you further. Why exactly I opened this trade this way? The trade brings in a profit of 2 points and $820. Let's figure out why I opened a buy trade. First of all, the cloud itself is green at the moment, so I understand that if it's green, we open buy trades. If the cloud is red, then we open a sell trade. Remember this, that's factor number 1. Next is the entry point. We have a special boundary between which we will open our trades. So this entire range between the two blue lines will be our entry points. So if the price is somewhere here, then from here we open a trade in the direction of our cloud. So you see the cloud. If the cloud is green and the price enters this boundary, that means we open a buy trade. That's exactly how I opened my trade and, as a result, made a profit. Let's look at another example, and then I'll show you the settings and all the entry points on Brest. I also want to remind you that our team has an elite channel where we share signals every day, so all you need to do is just join. Join this channel and copy the signals. It's a free group for all our members. All you need to do is send us a private message with the phrase, "I want to become an elite member," and we'll add you to the group so you can copy our trades. We provide up to 8 signals every day, so everyone really has a chance to earn. So send us the code phrase and join our elite community. The link will be in the description. Now, let's move on. The next currency pair is Euro to Australian dollar. Here, I open a sell trade. Let's break down why I did that. The cloud is red, which means it's a signal to go short. Where's the entry point? At the moment I opened the trade, the price was between the blue lines, so I opened a sell trade from here. What time frame are we working with? We'll use 15-second candles and set the trade duration to 1 minute. This indicator works specifically with this time frame and these candles, or rather, the settings we've made are for the setup. So you can use all the settings and work with this exact time frame. If you want to trade for 3 or 5 minutes, you'll need to use different settings. You can reach out to us for those. Now, let's wait and see how the trade plays out. So far, it's moving well up by 60 points. And this excellent trade brings me $850, awesome! So, how do you actually set up and add this indicator? First, you need to go to Indicators. Then, right here, you'll find Ikimoku. Add it, and now you need to configure it. Set the exact same parameters, 8, 29, and 54. Next, in the Style section, you need to set the first 2 lines to any color you like, but I recommend either blue or this light blue shade. Set it to 2 pixels so you can clearly see the entry point. Do the same for the second line, repeat the settings. These 2 lines should be the same color. It could be green, it could be yellow, but I still recommend using either blue or yellow so you don't get confused with the cloud. Next, turn off the third line. For the last item here, change it from orange to a different color. Once you've done all that, click Save. So, once again, I hope you remember the settings, make sure to use them. This is very important. These exact settings provide the most. Big win, good. Now, let's keep boosting my deposit. I only have $1,400 left to earn. If you see a situation like this, where the price is moving very chaotically, here, just skip it. Use only those moves where the price is clearly going down or up. Those will be the safest moves. On the OTC market, everything works exactly the same. So if we have a good movement, like here, we can see a downward trend. The cloud is red, which means it's a signal for us to sell. And when the price enters between these two lines, that's our entry point. On the OTC market, everything works exactly the same. Our win rate is about the same, and all the settings are the same too. 1 minute and 15 seconds, and the Yikimoku settings are exactly the same. So it's not a problem if the main market is closed or if there's low volatility, you can easily switch to the OTC market. Also, if you have any questions, if something isn't clear, or if you need advice about the strategy, feel free to message us directly. I'll leave a link to our account, to our support account, in the description. So write there with any question you have and, accordingly, ask whatever you need. We'll be happy to help you out and answer all your questions. This trade brings me a modest $580, and now I only have $1,000 left to earn. Let's finish this result. The next currency pair is the Swiss franc and the Japanese yen. I'm opening my sell trade right from here. What can we observe here? At first, there was chaos here, of course, but we're not touching that part. We're specifically interested in this part, where the price started to go down. Accordingly, we see a red cloud. So, our trade is a sell, and the price is in our middle zone. By the way, if you look, there were actually a lot of entry points here where we could have make a profit, and only one was a loss. So, as you can see, we had 5 winning trades and just 1 losing one. That's not bad statistics, and this also works on the Australian dollar to Japanese yen market, as I mentioned. So, there are no difficulties with this indicator. All you need to do is set it up correctly and then simply use it in your trading. Try out this indicator and share your results in the comments under this video. It will be interesting to see what results you get. I made $850 and my balance is $14,300 if I'm not mistaken, and I made a profit of $4,000. If I'm wrong, then it's $3,000. Please correct me in the comments. I don't remember what amount I started with. Let's do this. I'll leave a link to our Telegram channel where you can copy our trades and also to our support. I'll put it in the description, so write there and ask any questions you have. On that note, I'll say goodbye to you. See you in the next videos.